Sometimes when I come across difficult people or situations, I like to remember a quote by W.H. Auden. There's always another story. There's more than meets the eye. Let's get this straight. Dina and Nina are twins, and they're both dating Dawn. Plus, Dina is dating Mortimer. So, are these open relationships? Are they casual? Do they all know about each other? Probably not based on what Cassandra said. It's kind of messed up that Cassandra Goth's fiance was cheating on her with her dad's girlfriend. And I guess Dina is also cheating on Mortimer with Dawn. I wanted to meet Dawn to see what he had to say about it all. Judy agreed that that would be a wise idea, and off we went. Don gave off the impression that he had somewhere better to be. We asked him about his numerous relationships. He replied that he's got so many ladies, so little time. When he isn't thinking about dating, he's sleeping. What would they think about the fact that he's dating 4 different women? And what can one say about Don Lothario? He said some of his old girlfriends have suggested lecherous lowlife and degenerate scum, but Don prefers the appellation romantically ambitious. Judy wondered about him skipping out on Cassandra at the altar. He replied that he did what he thought was best considering he was facing a big choice between marriage and continuing to be a man about town. How could he be expected to change his old ways? Alrighty then. What about the twins next door? What do they think about Don? Well, obviously they're into him. Don couldn't help himself but brag about how Dina even had an affair on her husband, Michael Batchelor, with him. Wait, Michael Batchelor? Like Bella Goth's brother? Wow, the plot thickens. Interesting. I wonder what else he knows about the twins. Actually, he did know more about them than just that. According to him, they're 1/4 alien since their father was an alien sim hybrid. That's even more interesting. Does that mean they have any connections to aliens still? Could they communicate with them? Have plans with them? Abduct people with them? We went home and discussed what Don said. If the twins are part alien, could they be in touch with their alien family? I knew from my experience with Pollination Tech number 9 that it could be possible to stay in touch like that. Moreover, Paul had some way to communicate with other aliens. How else would they know to send Paul his family photo album? It would make sense. Also, he clearly knew who his daughters were from his alien abduction days. You know, Lola and Chloe, since he decided to live in Strangetown because they were there. Let's get this straight. Dina was married to Bella's brother, Michael Batchelor, who sadly passed away during their marriage. Afterward, she ended up dating Bella's husband. Could it be a coincidence, or was this planned? Then with the whole thing with her seeing Bella's daughter's fiance, it felt very off to me. Maybe this whole thing was a setup. Did she want Mortimer's money after getting Michael's? Or maybe she wanted Mortimer's money and his permanent elixir of life. She could be the mastermind behind Don trying to get close to Bella. Our working theory was that Dina, and probably Nina as well, benefited from marrying these rich Sims. Maybe it was for their money, especially since Michael and Mortimer was significantly older and richer than her. Who knows if she even knew about the permanent elixir of life Mortimer had been working on? If she did, it would give her more of a reason to get close to him. She could only be so forward with her intentions while Bella was still around. She would have to get rid of Bella for her plans to work. Through her connection with Don, perhaps she somehow convinced him to try and make a move on Bella, especially after learning about his relationship with Cassandra. Maybe. It would give the townspeople more of a reason to accuse him of foul play if something were to happen to Bella. Obviously, something did happen to her, an alien abduction. An alien abduction that took place at Dawn's house, right next to their house. It really does seem like they set Dawn up. It wouldn't be a difficult thing for Dina to arrange. Just a simple phone call back to her alien family members asking for a small little favor. I'm not saying she's related to Pollination Tech number 9 or anything. I'm merely stating that Dina and Nina might be behind Bella's abduction. We were pretty happy with ourselves for such a sound theory. Everything fit and made sense to a certain degree. I'm sure we could figure out more about the twins and what happened with Bella if we met with them ourselves and not just assume things based on things we know. It felt nice to be able to work on a case with my mom, even though she wasn't actually my mom. We worked great together. It seemed like she could finish my sentences or read my mind. It made me miss my real family. My mother, father, siblings, husband, and my dog. Despite missing them, I kind of felt at home here. I was growing fond of my Pleasant View family, and would often think about the day I would have to leave these two behind. I will be quite sad when that happens. After the success of yesterday, Judy wanted to surprise us at the Pleasant View Community Center. She said something about a pool party. I was supposed to keep it a secret from little Cher. She seemed very, very excited about her surprise, and I didn't want to spoil it for her. Are we twins? No, little Cher. That's not how twins work.
Oh, are we sisters?
No, we're not.
Well, if we were sisters, would it be okay if I felt a little jealous of you?
Jealousy is a normal sim feeling. It's okay to feel like that every so often. Can I ask you a question? Why would you be a bit jealous of me?
Ever since you came to live with us, my mom has been spending so much time with you, talking about adult sim stuff. You're stealing her away from me.
Oh, Cher, I'm so sorry. That isn't my intention. You need to know that your mommy will always be your mommy. No matter how busy she gets or who comes into her life, she will always be there for you and love you. You mean everything to her. We got to the community center, but I didn't see Judy anywhere. I decided to let little Cher go swimming as we waited for her mom. Oddly enough, there was a little gated area near the pool with a tombstone in it. It would be weird if I went up to that and checked it out, wouldn't it? Hours passed with no sign of Judy. I started to get worried. It was time to go back home and see what happened. I gathered up little Cher and we began to leave. But first, I checked out the tombstone. I wasn't sure where we were going. All I knew is that we had to go, especially under these circumstances. Lil Cher and I had to go back to the house. We had to pack up and we had to go. I don't know where we could go, but we had to do it. It wasn't safe for us here. I noticed something really odd. Don was outside. What was he doing? What? What just happened? The sisters turned towards us. They motioned for us to come towards them. I was scared for our lives. Who knew what these two were capable of? We walked forward, then I looked down. It was a teleporter.